Hi and welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. This session is going to be for all the mamas out there in their first trimester who are wanting to get in a little bit of Pilates but may not be feeling too crash hot. So we're still going to move our bodies, but we're going to take it nice and gentle. If that is you, you are in the right place. So I'm so glad you're here. Let's begin. We're going to start in the tabletop position actually. So take yourself out of whatever comfortable position you're in and bring yourself into a tabletop position. Palms are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. We're going to start with a couple of cat-cows. So movement will start from the tailbone, dropping the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling the shoulders, inhale, lift, extend. And then exhale again, start from the tailbone, scoop, tuck, arch, belly button to ceiling, looking down towards the knees. And just continue to roll through these two movements at your own pace, in your own time, knowing that your body is already doing so much. And sometimes we just need to take it slow, or we need to stop, and you're welcome to do that at any time. Use your breath, exhale, scoop, and inhale to extend. Do one more each way. And inhale. Beautiful. Let's come back through center. So find our neutral spine. What we want to imagine here is that we're drawing the rib cage together. We're not dropping the belly button. We're not lifting the belly button. We want to find that center position as if we're zipping into a tight pair of jeans. Our tailbone is nice and flat. Our ribs are hugging in. Our core muscles are braced, like we're in a planking position. From here, we're going to sweep opposite arm, opposite leg. So alternating, right arm, left leg, extends, inhale. And then exhale, return slowly back through center. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, slowly back through center. Now, if this doesn't feel good, the alternating arm and leg, you're welcome to just do legs. So you can keep the hands firmly planted on the ground and just focus on the legs. As mentioned, the most important thing is to keep the hips still, to keep the pelvis stable and that neutral spine. So we've got the tuck of the chin, we're rolling the shoulders back. We're pressing down evenly through the heels of the hands. We're rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And we're focusing on not arching through the back. So working through deep core muscles here. Still, of course, protecting little Bubba, who's growing nice and strong. And protecting you, Mama, who might not be feeling too amazing. All right, beautiful. We've got one level up if you'd like to take it. So as we inhale, we extend. As we exhale, we tap. We inhale, extend, and then we roll back through center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Too much, don't do it. And know that you can always come back to just the leg as well. Listen to your body. Down, lift, exhale, center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. We got it. 10 more seconds only. So quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back through center. You can waggle the hips from side to side here. We might take a little wrist stretch. So one wrist will hook in. The top of the hand will drop towards the ground. The fingertips will reach in towards the body. And then we'll do the opposite side. Hand in. Breathe in, breathe out. Waggle the hips or don't. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. It's so fine. All right, beautiful. From here, we come straight back down. So option, we stay here, tabletop position. Otherwise, we're going to drop ourselves down onto our forearms. So now our elbows are in line with our shoulders. Our palms are pressing down towards the ground. A little bit of glute action before we come down to onto our backs. So we're going to flex our left foot and then sweep it up to the ceiling. And then inhale down. So exhale, flex, and inhale, lower. Exhale and inhale. So donkey kicks. We're working through the base of the glute. I want you to flex the foot, so flat foot, flex foot if you can. Heel is tracking up towards the ceiling. Use that breath, exhale and inhale back through center. Good, you should be starting to feel that fire burning. Option to level up if you'd like, we add a pulse at the top of the move. So lift up, pulse, and then back through. Lift up, pulse, and then back through. We got it. We got to work through the hard. That's it. And down. Exhale, exhale. Inhale. 10 seconds. Exhale, exhale. Inhale. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Drop it. Sway the hips. Option to stay here on your forearms, or you're welcome to walk up. All right, other side. Track back down to your forearms. If you did it on the other side, you can always swap if you prefer as well. Otherwise, right foot flex. Exhale, kick up. Inhale, drop back. So keep focus on your core here. We're pressing down and away through the elbows and rolling the shoulder blades back into their sockets. Core is on. We're not dropping or scooping through the spine. Think about hugging the rib cage in. Hugging the rib cage in and shifting the hips a little further forward. That's it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Level up. Little pulse, pulse, pulse. Inhale back through center. So exhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, exhale. Inhale. So good. Strengthening the glutes, yes. Strengthening the hips, yes. So important as we continue to grow. Bubby gets bigger. Mama has to get stronger because we're carrying a bubby. All right, 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Back up. Little rock and sway. Let's open the knees nice and wide. We'll take a child's pose stretch here. So drop your hips back, reach your hands forward, and breathe, breathe, breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Little recalibrate before we take a little more. And then we're done. Short and sweet, right? The biggest part has been coming up onto this mat today, and you've done it. So short and sweet is the goal. And that might be all the time you have as well. All right, beautiful. Let's slide the hands in, drop the hips, and we're coming onto our backs. Now, we are not here for long, but if for any reason this does not feel comfortable and you'd prefer to put a little bit of height on the left side of your hip, you're so welcome to as well. Or even on the right side. We're in first trimester, so it's more about comfort, but generally laying on your back, we feel okay. But listen into your body. So relax through the shoulders. From here, we're going to lift one leg at a time. I want you to think about dropping the pelvis down to the ground, pressing the tailbone down. One leg at a time is coming up into your tabletop, so knee in line with hip, ankle in line with knee. We're relaxing through the shoulders, we're tucking through the chin. Lift and center. Of course, we're going to have optional levels up. I just want you to be thinking about the core. So we're trying to avoid rocking and swaying the hips from side to side. We want to keep nice and still, nice and stable. All right, level up from here. So we've got the leg up. We're then going to extend, sweep in, and then back through center before we drop it. So we're up, extend, sweep in, back up, and then lower down. Whoop, sweep, in, and lift to lower. Up, sweep, in, and then up. We got it. Option, if you'd like to, is to take the hands up in line with the chest. That just means we have to work a little harder through the core because we no longer got the arms there to help to keep us stable. If it's not good, doesn't feel good, bring them back down anytime. That's it, nice. So working in around those hip flexors again while maintaining core control. Lift, sweep, up, and center. All right, we got it. Let's do 10 more seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 30, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's drop the hands down by our sides. Sway the knees from side to side here. If that feels good, little windscreen wiper. We got one more working set. And then we stretch out and we're done. And you'd be so proud. Maybe you come back, do this again tomorrow. This little bit of movement can make such a difference to your day, to how you feel. All right, beautiful. Let's sweep the feet in towards the body. Glue the knees together, glue the feet together, relax the shoulders, and we'll take our hands out, maybe as wide as a T shape, or maybe just out on a 45-degree angle away from the body. From here, relaxing the shoulders, tuck of the chin, we're opening one knee out at a time. So one knee, and then alternate to the opposite side. We will be coming out onto the knife's edge of the foot. Just want you to focus on not rocking the pelvis from side to side. So try to keep pelvis, hips as still as you can. If you're noticing that the pelvis is rocking, and maybe you need to take your hands to your pelvis to feel that, don't open the knee up as wide. So just only open to the point where that opposite hip stays put, doesn't move. Inhale away, exhale back in. Inhale away, exhale back in. All right, this might be enough, but if you'd like more, we're going to sweep the legs up. So again, into that tabletop position, glue the knees, glue the feet. Again, first trimester, this shouldn't feel uncomfortable. If it does, dropping down. Everyone's body is different. So if it doesn't feel good for you, no problem. You drop those feet back down. Inhale away, exhale back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You might need to widen the arms. You might find that that makes it more comfortable or more accessible to open the legs out without moving the hips. Keeping that tuck of the chin. Lots to think about. And remember, this is our last one. And then we stretch out and we're done. And you get to say, I did my Pilates today. I'm not feeling amazing. I'm growing a whole human. But I did my Pilates. Tick. All right. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's hug the knees in towards the body. Little rock and sway from side to side. Maybe a little rock and roll of these ankles as well. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let's drop right leg down to the ground. Left leg is going to come up and over. Up and over, so ankle just ahead of the knee. Option to stay here, maybe adding that little bit of pressure to push the knee away from the body and open up the hip. Otherwise, level up from here is to sweep the hands behind thigh, relaxing the shoulders, and coming into our figure 4. One more breath here. As we exhale, let's slowly drop the foot. Top leg will cross once or twice. You're welcome to hook it underneath the ankle. Maybe again, now we'll take our hands out to that T shape and then drop the knees over towards the right, looking over towards the left. Breathing into the twist. Now take this as gentle or as strong as you'd like. So the more gentle is the knees tracking closer up to the ceiling, the stronger the knees dropping down toward the ground. So listen to your body. You know what feels good, you know what doesn't. So important. As we exhale, release back through center, unravel, and we'll swap it over. So right leg this time, coming up and over. Option to stay here, or we lift up with the left, flexing the feet, breathing in, breathing out. So we're really trying to externally rotate and draw the knee, top knee, away from the body. Nice. Option to stay or slowly drop. Cross once, cross twice. Maybe hands to the T shape as we drop the knees over towards the left, maybe looking over to the right. Spinal twist. One more exhale here, or inhale, exhale. Right, beautiful. Slowly unravel, sweeping those legs back in through center. We'll hug them in one last time, in towards the body, maybe the rock and sway. And then we'll slowly transition up to a seated position. So you might like to rock onto your side and then use your hands to push yourself up. Ooh, you might feel a little dizzy. We've been down there for a little while. We're just going to give the neck some love and then we're done. So let's take our left hand to the crown of the head. The right hand will flex it out and sweep it down by our sides. And then slowly drop ear to shoulder. Good. As we exhale, swapping it over. So we're not yanking or pulling on the neck. Just a gentle guide, ear to shoulder. Exhale, let that go. From here, let's take both of our hands and sweep them down to our babies. Our stomach, just below the belly button. You might like to bow your head, look down. You might prefer to look up or close your eyes. And we'll just take a little moment of gratitude, not only for yourself, taking the time out for yourself and on your mat, but also for your little one, growing so big and strong, and allowing us to move our body so that we can be the strongest version of ourselves for them, for ourselves, but also for them. Exhale. Release. Shaky shake. Send love to yourself, love to your baby, love to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I had fun. I hope you did too, and I'll see you soon.